Islam, Dwayne Bay. You wonder what time is it?
7:54.
Oh, it's 7:54. It's August the 30th, 2017. I'm about to go to bed. Today was an okay day at work. Okay. A few things odd happened today. I look tired because I'm tired. I am tired today. Let's see. Let me start off little by little. I'm still fasting, which is a good thing. I feel good. I'm not exercising like I should. Of course, I walk and so forth, but I need to exercise more. Um, let's see. We broke our fast. I know I broke mine about 6 o'clock today. About, and it was good. I had um salad, veggie nuggets, and Moroccan rice. It was good. Moroccan rice, okay? It was really good. I got it from Whole Foods. Um, I'm still taking the chlorophyll pills, capsules. They're 600, what is it, 632 mgs, I think it is, 632. And sometimes we do the liquid, which is 132. I think I could be wrong, but let's see if I can grab one real quick. Um, it is these are the capsules. They're chlorophyll. We try to take one during the day, maybe one at night, once a day, and they are let's see, where is it? It should say. I read it before. I just gotta find it. It is. It was on the box. It should be 600 mgs. These are 600 mgs, and the liquid form is usually the highest form. Or I got was 132. It's good. We're maintaining a vegetarian diet, getting better. We're reading the ingredients. Had a banana today, we decided we're going to try to eat fruit every day. Anyway, while I was at work, I found something odd. It was very interesting, this experience. This is a very short video. Of course, I'm Ron Arrington-Bey, Dwayne Bay. Okay. Let's see. So I was working and I'm trying to look, so I'm ready for bed. Anyway, I was working and as I was working, one of the cooks, one side of the cook, one of the places were okay. We supposed to grab sandwiches, so from each side at Burger King, and the cooks are supposed to mark the sandwiches, so we'll know which sandwich to grab. So one of the cooks, Louise, he said, because we were using a different paper. He was like, if I fold it one way, that means the Whopper has cheese. If I fold it this way, that means it doesn't have cheese. I was like, okay, I've never seen this done before, but I try to remember. But on the other side, so I was trying to remember, but on the other side, the other cook was marking hers with the same wrapper. She would just, like Burger King cooks have been doing, she would just mark and put cheese, or it was double DB, I think it is, and BB if it's barbecue, whatever that is required for them to do to give us a signal or to let us know that this is the right sandwich. No, if it's no pickle, she had a P up there, crossed out the P, whatever. So I was like, why is he not able? And then I heard one of the employees, tell the cook Louise he has to start marking. So anyway, a little bit after, I was pulling a sandwich down and I couldn't tell what it was, and I can't remember how it was, but he was like, it's this sandwich or something. And I just said, okay, you know, I wasn't going to argue. And then I couldn't remember what he said about the if he wrap it one way, it's this way. If he wrap it that way, it's with cheese or without cheese. Um, but I turned around and someone spoke of I think it was a guest. She could have been in a conversation. She was like, "See, she can't remember." I don't know who she was. She could have been in a conversation with someone else. But these are just odd events that I experienced, that I noticed and experienced while I'm at Burger King, while I'm earning money, while as I earn money at Burger King, as I correct my status as a Moorish American. Also, then all of a sudden, I believe it or not, two males that speak Spanish came in. I can't tell where they were from, El Salvador or Mexico. One of their names were Louise. He had the name Louise on his shirt. I thought it was odd. But before he left, I took his order. I was like, this is odd. There's another Louise right here at Burger as a cook. So as I took his order, and he gave me his money, I gave him back his change. He said something. He said, "Okay, Mom." I said, "Mom?" And then he walked away quickly. And then the guy that was with him, I said, "Mom?" Did he call me Mom? And then I said to the guy that was with him, I said, is that Spanish or Portuguese? Because I didn't know where he was from. And he sort of looked uncomfortable. That's what the expression I saw in his face. And then he gradually walked away slowly, like he looked uncomfortable of what happened. So I thought that was odd. Then, and I continued to take orders. Then I started to hear, believe it or not, Dwayne, this is real, a slight tone in this ear, which would be my left ear. Now, it was very faint but real, like a slight tone. Then all of a sudden, I just, because we had slowed down a little bit. So I started to glance around, and it's like the people around me was laughing louder, and they were all of a sudden, they had a burst of energy of happiness. Literally, they had a burst of energy of happiness. I even saw one, three children or two or three children that looked like they spoke Spanish. So they could either they looked like they were from Mexico, but I wasn't sure. But it seemed like they were just like happy. They were, I mean, it was like a burst of energy after I heard this tone in my left ear. Then I noticed I started to hear someone say, "That's three. We got her. We got it." Believe it or not, I did. Someone was saying this. Like I was like, what are they talking about? But I try to stay focused on customer service because this is Burger King. And I was hired to perform a job so that the guests can continue to come back to keep the business flourishing. Okay? So it just seemed like some of those that would be under the status of Black or African American, it's like literally the table where the regulars sit, they were speaking louder. The employees seemed to be laughing loud. The managers, laughing loud. Like they really felt good all of a sudden. And this was right after I heard the tone in my left ear. And it was like to hear someone say, "That's us," or "We got it. That's us." So I thought it was odd. I really did, and that's what I experienced. Another thing I wanted to state, I was studying and speaking on the phone, and I spoke about how African American is not a nationality, neither is Black or Negro. I meant to say that Africa is a continent. So in Africa cannot be represented as a nationality put together because it does not represent a nationality. North America is a continent. Africa is a continent. It can't be. It's not considered a nationality according to constitutional law. Those are the words I meant to say. So, anyway, that's all. And I also posted how there there. I remember I learned about why five of anyway. I'll think about that later. But I just thought it was odd today. Anyway, yes, and as you know, we reclaim our Moorish nationality, Moorish American nationality on 2015, Moorish American National Republic. Okay, now I'm gonna continue. I just thought it was like it truly surprised me to see the happiness of people suddenly. And also it brings me back to thinking about what chattel property is. And how chattel property is not considered. If you are considered to be chattel property, you are not considered a part of the human family. So you are used as such, chattel property. Okay, so Dwayne, what I'm going to do right now is read. I notice sometimes when I'm looking for something, my mouth is open like this. I didn't realize I had my mouth open. I was like, oh my goodness. I didn't realize it. I was looking at the video, Dwayne. I didn't know. I never really looked at myself like that. I didn't know. So I was in there looking at myself and I see myself like this. I'm like, oh, well. Hey. So I know now when I'm out to try to breathe through my nose and not through my mouth. Anyway, it's just, these are thoughts. Okay, let me go ahead and I'm going to read. It's at 12 minutes and 45 seconds. I hope you have a good night, by the way, okay? I will wish you and your family and those that you love, okay, that you love, a peaceful, loving, and tranquil night. Okay, so I'm going to read chapter 8, the Holy Bible, start with chapter 8 of Exodus. It says, And the Lord spake unto Moses, Go unto Pharaoh, and say unto him, Thus say the Lord, Let my people go, that they may serve me. And if thou refuse to let them go, behold, I will smite all thy borders with frogs, and the rivers shall bring forth frogs abundantly, which shall go up and come into thy house, and into thy bedchamber, and upon thy bed, and into the house of thy servants, and upon thy people, and into thy ovens, and into thy kneading troughs. And the frogs shall come up both on thee, and upon thy people, and upon all thy servants. And the Lord spake unto Moses, Say unto Aaron, Stretch forth thy hand with thy rod over the streams, over the rivers, and over the ponds, and cause frogs to come up upon the land of Egypt. And Aaron stretched out his hand over the waters of Egypt, and the frogs came up and covered the land of Egypt. And the magicians did so with their enchantments, and brought up frogs upon the land of Egypt. Then Pharaoh called for Moses and Aaron, and said, Entreat the Lord, that he may take away the frogs from me. and from my people, and I will let the people go, and they may do sacrifice unto the Lord. And Moses said unto Pharaoh, Glory over me. When shall I entreat for thee, and for thy servants, and for the people, to destroy the frogs from thee and thy houses, that they may remain in the river only? And he said, Tomorrow. And he said, Be it according to thy word, that thou mayest know that there is none like unto the Lord our God. And the frogs shall depart from thee, and from thy houses, and from thy servants, and from thy people. They shall remain in the river only. And Moses and Aaron went out from Pharaoh, and Moses cried unto the Lord because of the frogs which he had brought against Pharaoh. And the Lord did according to the word of Moses, and the frogs died out of the houses, out of the villages, and out of the fields. And they gathered them together upon heaps, and the land stank. But when Pharaoh saw that there was respite, he hardened his heart, and hearkened not unto them. And the Lord had said, as the Lord had said. So let me say that again. It says, but when Pharaoh saw that there was respite, he hardened his heart, and hearkened not unto them, as the Lord had said. And the Lord said unto Moses, Say unto Aaron, Stretch out thy rod, and smite the dust of the land, that it may become lice throughout all the land of Egypt. And they did so, for Aaron stretched out his hand with his rod, and smote the dust of the earth. And it became lice in men, and in beasts. All the dust of the land became lice throughout all the land of Egypt. And the magicians did so with their enchantments, to bring forth lice. But they could not. So there were lice upon man and upon beast. Then the magician said unto Pharaoh, This is the finger of God. And Pharaoh's heart was hardened, and he hearkened not unto them, as the Lord had said. And the Lord said unto Moses, Rise up early in the morning, and stand before Pharaoh. Lo, he cometh forth to the water. And say unto him, Thus saith the Lord, Let my people go, that they may serve me. Else, if thou wilt not let my people go, behold, I will send swarms of flies upon thee, and upon thy servants, and upon thy people, and into thy houses, and the houses of the Egyptians shall be full of swarms of flies, and also the ground whereon they are. And I will sever in that day the land of Goshen, in which my people dwell, that no swarms of flies shall be there, to the end thou mayest know that I am the Lord in the midst of the earth. And I will put a division between my people and thy people. Tomorrow shall this sign be. And the Lord did so. And there came a grievous swarm of flies into the house of Pharaoh, and into his servant's house, and into all the land of Egypt. The land was corrupt by reason of the swarm of flies. Excuse me. And Pharaoh called for Moses and for Aaron and said, Go. Excuse me one moment. It won't take me but a minute. At 19 minutes, 44 seconds. Okay. All right, I'm back. My nose started to run a little bit. I'm not acidic or anything. I think it's just the air was on, and it just started to run. I'm looking down, and it just started to run. So now it's back. I'm not used to it. Okay. Anyway, let me continue. And so it says that and the Lord did so, and there came a grievous swarm of flies into the house of Pharaoh, and into his servant's house, and into all the land of Egypt. The land was corrupt by reasons of the swarm of flies. And Pharaoh called for Moses and for Aaron, and said, Go, ye sacrifice to your God in the land. And Moses said, It is not meet so to do, for we shall sacrifice the abomination of the Egyptians to the Lord our God. Lo, shall we sacrifice the abomination of the Egyptians before their eyes, and will they not stone us? We will go 3 days' journey into the wilderness, and sacrifice to the Lord our God, as he shall command us. And Pharaoh said, I will let you go, that ye may sacrifice to the Lord your God in the wilderness. Only ye shall not go very far, entreat for me. And Moses said, Behold, I go from thee, and I will entreat the Lord that the swarms of flies may depart from Pharaoh, from his servants, and from his people tomorrow. But let not Pharaoh deal deceitfully any more in not letting the people go to sacrifice to the Lord. And Moses went out from Pharaoh and entreated the Lord. And the Lord did according to the word of Moses, and he removed the swarms of flies from Pharaoh, from his servants, and from his people. There remained not one. And Pharaoh hardened his heart at this time also, neither would he let the people go. Then the Lord said unto Moses, Go in unto Pharaoh, and tell him, Thus saith the Lord God of the Hebrews, Let my people go, that they may serve me. For if thou refuse to let them go, and wilt hold them still, behold, the hand of the Lord is upon thy cattle, which is in the field, upon the horses, upon the asses, upon the camels, upon the oxen, and upon the sheep. There shall be a very grievous murrain. And the Lord shall sever between the cattle of Israel and the cattle of Egypt, and there shall nothing die of all that is the children of Israel. And the Lord appointed to set time, saying, Tomorrow the Lord shall do these things in the land. I'm going to stop there. I'm going to come back and read this again. Dwayne, Arrington-Bey. This is chapter 9 of Exodus. I'm going to stop in the middle of that chapter. I wish you a good night. Today was an odd day. It was, it's August the 30th, 2017. But I'm thankful for my life lessons and experience. My thoughts were okay. They weren't the best, but it was okay. I maintained on the physical plane. I didn't venture off. Trying to see on the spiritual. I stayed focused on the physical, and tried to hide my light and just stay focused. Conserve my energy. Anyway, talk to you later.